Mashallah, Achraf Hakimi is a superstar.
Nicht kommt, Hakimi.
Hakimi accélère, et il a vu Ramos qui a de l'avance. Gonzalo Ramos.
يسعد أشرف جول 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 جول.
But Hakimi is not far from being the best right back in the world when you think about it.
The role of the modern fullback has changed dramatically over the last decade. Today, elite fullbacks are expected to create chances, carry the ball through pressure, contribute goals and assists, while still defending at the highest level. Well, no player represents this evolution better than Achraf Hakimi. The Moroccan superstar has established himself as a benchmark for his position. The combination of his elite athleticism and insane output make him the very best in the world at fullback. Whether he's playing for Paris Saint-Germain or Morocco, he's often the team's first outlet in transition, one of its most dangerous attacking weapons, and a leader capable of influencing games at both ends of the pitch. For PSG, he helped the club win back-to-back Champions League titles. For Morocco, however, Hakimi's importance goes even deeper. He has become the face of an entire footballing generation and one of the most important athletes the country has ever produced. His performances during the 2022 World Cup transformed him into a national icon. As Morocco became the first African nation ever to reach a World Cup semi-final, Hakimi was at the center of everything. His famous Panenka against Spain in the round of 16 instantly became one of the defining images of the tournament. What makes Hakimi's story so remarkable is that none of this was supposed to happen. Before the Champions League trophies, the World Cup heroics, and the global recognition, he was just a young boy growing up in Madrid with immigrant parents, chasing a dream that almost seemed impossible. Hakimi's father worked as a street vendor and his mother stayed at home as they raised him in the suburbs of Getafe. At just 8 years old, Hakimi joined Real Madrid's academy after playing briefly for his local side. He started out as a winger before coaches converted him into an attacking fullback. That experience of playing further forward definitely shaped the player we now see today. Despite growing up in Spain, Hakimi remained deeply connected to his Moroccan roots and chose to represent Morocco internationally. He made his senior debut for the national team in 2016 at just 17 years old, while still playing for Real Madrid Castilla. His performances quickly caught the attention of Zinedine Zidane, who promoted him to the senior squad for the 2017-2018 season. Hakimi made his La Liga debut against Espanyol, scored his first league goal against Sevilla, and was even a part of the Real Madrid team that won a third consecutive Champions League title, though his role on that team was the equivalent of Mendy on the 2018 World Cup winning France side. Nevertheless, he became the first Moroccan player to win the competition. Just weeks later, the teenager was selected for the Morocco squad going to the 2018 World Cup. Although Morocco exited in the group stage, Hakimi started all 3 matches against Iran, Portugal, and Spain. His pace and confidence against elite opposition gave the football world its first glimpse of a player who would eventually become the best right back on the planet. Now, Real Madrid knew that Hakimi had the talent to become a top player, but they also knew that he wouldn't get enough minutes to become that top player sitting behind Dani Carvajal. So in the summer of 2018, the club made a decision that would completely change his career, sending him on a 2-year loan to Borussia Dortmund. It turned out to be the perfect move. The Bundesliga's fast-paced, transition-heavy style really suited Hakimi's game perfectly. Suddenly, he had all this freedom to attack, to use his speed, and now he could play with far more responsibility than he ever could at Real Madrid. During his first season in Germany, he scored his first Bundesliga goal in a 7-0 win over Nuremberg and announced himself to the wider football world with a stunning 3-assist performance against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. By the end of that season, he had contributed 3 goals and 7 assists while becoming one of Dortmund's most exciting young players. I mean, he had better numbers than Garnacho and he was a fullback. That experience also helped him grow internationally. He represented Morocco at the 2019 AFCON and showed his versatility by playing on both sides of the back line when needed. But it was the 2019-2020 season that really launched Hakimi into that elite tier. Playing alongside Sancho and Haaland, Hakimi became one of the most dangerous attacking fullbacks in Europe. His pace was almost impossible to deal with. In February 2020, he was clocked at 36.48 kilometers per hour, setting a Bundesliga speed record and confirming what defenders already knew. Once Hakimi got into open space, good luck trying to catch him. He wasn't just some speed merchant though. He scored braces against both Slavia Prague and Inter Milan in the Champions League. By the end of the campaign, he had produced an incredible 9 goals and 10 assists in all competitions. What what began as a loan move to just gain some more experience turned into something much bigger. By the summer of 2020, Hakimi had outgrown the label of promising prospect. After 2 brilliant seasons at Borussia Dortmund, Europe's biggest clubs were chasing his signature. Ultimately, it was Inter Milan who won the race, signing him for around 40 million euros and placing him under one of the best managers possible for his development, Antonio Conte. The move proved to be another perfect step in his career. Conte's demanding 3-5-2 system was built around dynamic wingbacks, and Hakimi was given the complete freedom to dominate the right-hand side. While his attacking qualities were already obvious, Conte helped sharpen the defensive side of his game. He helped improve his positioning, discipline, and understanding of when to attack and when to stay compact. Hakimi registered an assist on his debut against Fiorentina and scored his first goal for the club just days later against Benevento. As the season progressed, he delivered a dangerous partnership with Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez, constantly stretching defenses with his overlapping runs and explosive pace. His contributions were so important as Inter ended an 11-year wait for a Serie A title. Hakimi finished the season with 7 goals and 8 assists in the league. Again, remarkable numbers for a defender, and established himself as one of the most dangerous wingbacks in world football. Not only had he added another league title to his resume, but he had proven that he could thrive in one of the most tactical leagues in the world. More importantly, he had evolved from an exciting attacking fullback into a complete modern defender capable of dominating games at the highest level. Sadly for Inter, due to financial difficulties, after one season, they had to sell one of their best assets in Hakimi. And, well, which club can afford to just splash 60 million euros on a fullback? Paris Saint-Germain. He wasted no time making an impact, scoring on his Ligue 1 debut against Troyes, just days after arriving in Paris. Now, Hakimi's game at PSG went to another level when Luis Enrique arrived. Under previous managers, he was already one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world. Under Luis Enrique, he became something much more complete. He wasn't just simply flying up and down the right flank anymore. Hakimi was asked to move into central areas during the build-up play, almost like an extra midfielder. His intelligence and tactical understanding allowed him to adapt instantly. At times, he would drift into attacking positions normally occupied by forwards, creating confusion for defenders and opening space for teammates like Ousmane Dembele, Bradley Barcola, Desiré Doué. The result was a more unpredictable and dangerous PSG attack. And in 2025, he had the greatest season of his career. Hakimi played a huge role as PSG finally achieved the dream they had chased for years, winning their first ever Champions League title. They actually won the treble, but winning Ligue 1 and the Coupe de France with PSG, it's kind of like losing your virginity to a prostitute, so I'm going to keep the focus on the UCL.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Throughout the European campaign, as a fullback, he was one of PSG's most decisive players. He got so many goals and assists and match-winning performances from that right-hand side. His best moment came in the Champions League final against Inter Milan, his former club. Just 12 minutes into the match, Hakimi arrived at the back post and calmly finished to give PSG the lead. Out of respect for Inter, he chose not to celebrate, but his goal helped set PSG on their way to a dominant 5-0 win. By the end of the year, the individual awards followed. Hakimi became the first Moroccan footballer in nearly 3 decades to be named the African Player of the Year, while also recording the highest Ballon d'Or finish ever achieved by a Moroccan player. He had established himself as flat out the best right back on the planet. He showed it again in the following season, helping PSG win everything again. After a grueling 120 minutes versus the Haram low block of Arsenal, PSG clinched the European crown in penalty shootouts, where Hakimi scored his pen. Gabriel should take notes. With his 3rd Champions League title, he equaled Eto'o's record for most titles won by an African player. While Hakimi was doing very well at the club level, he was also cooking with Morocco. In the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations, Hakimi showed another side of his game. Against Gabon in the group stage, he scored a stunning free kick to rescue a draw. Then in the round of 16 against Malawi, he produced another brilliant set piece, curling a free kick into the top corner to send Morocco through. Suddenly, people weren't just talking about his speed and attacking runs. He wasn't the road runner. They were now also talking about his ability from dead ball situations as well. But everything changed at the 2022 World Cup. Under manager Walid Regragui, Morocco arrived in Qatar with little expectations from the outside world. What followed was one of the greatest underdog stories in football history. Hakimi played every minute as Morocco topped a difficult group containing Croatia and Belgium, and Canada. can't forget them, before reaching the knockout rounds. The best moment came against Spain, the country where he was born. After 120 tense minutes, the match went to pens. Brahim Diaz should take notes. His famous penguin dance celebration quickly became one of the most iconic images of the tournament. Morocco's incredible journey continued as they defeated Portugal before eventually losing to France in the semifinals. By becoming the first African nation ever to reach a World Cup semifinal, they made history. And again, at the center of it all was Achraf Hakimi. Forget being the best fullback in the world, he had become a national hero and the face of Moroccan football. In the summer of 2024, Hakimi was selected as one of the senior players to be a part of Morocco's squad for the 2024 Olympics in Paris, and he was given the captain's armband. He led a talented young squad all the way to a historic bronze medal, the first Olympic football medal in Morocco's history. Along the way, he got his natural goals and assists, but his biggest moment came in the bronze medal match against Egypt. With Morocco cruising to a stunning 6-0 win, Hakimi put the finishing touch on a historic night by smashing a spectacular long-range free kick into the top corner, sending Moroccan fans into celebration. Hakimi's journey to the top can be defined by one thing: adaptation. Every stage of his career, he has added a new layer to his game. At Real Madrid, he was primarily an athletic fullback learning the fundamentals of elite football. His loan spell at Borussia Dortmund unlocked the attacking side of his game. The next stage came under Antonio Conte at Inter. There, Hakimi learned the defensive discipline and positional awareness required to thrive in one of the most tactical leagues in the world. Then came Luis Enrique at PSG. Under the Spanish manager, Hakimi evolved once again. No longer just a fullback or wingback, he became a complete tactical weapon. But while his club achievements have been extraordinary, his legacy goes way beyond just trophies. By choosing Morocco despite growing up in Spain, Hakimi became a symbol of pride for millions of Moroccans around the world. He has become the face of modern Moroccan football. His place among the game's elite is already secure. He has won league titles across Europe, conquered the Champions League multiple times, and redefined what a modern fullback can be. He is the standard by which every other right back is measured. To see just how good the Moroccan team around him is as a whole, you have to watch this video right here.